Hello everyone, this is Vortex, and in this video I'm going to try and tackle one of the biggest mysteries in Ocarina of Time, which is the Song of Storms paradox. Now you might be wondering what I'm talking about, so I'll explain the situation a little bit further. When Link goes to the future for the first time, he comes across a pretty angry Guru who says that he's mad about a song that some Ocarina kid played 7 years ago. Now it sounds like he's talking about you, but you've never done anything like this during this point in the game. So, Guru teaches you the Song of Storms and then realizes that you are that Ocarina kid. When you go back in time to the present, you can drain the well in Kakariko village by playing the Song of Storms. This song causes the windmill to go berserk and Guru to learn and despise the song. You and Guru both learn and teach the song at the same time from each other. Now this is a pretty big paradox, because where did the song come from and who started it? This type of situation actually has a name and it's called the Bootstrap Paradox. This type of paradox refers to a scenario where information is passed from the future to the past, which in turn becomes the same information that is passed from the future to the past. This creates a circle of cause and effect so that the origin of the information is unknown. In the game we don't really know where the song comes from, it's just there. This is what makes it a paradox. I've been thinking about the way to explain the origin and the reason why it has looped. I had a few ideas, but all of them had one crucial flaw. There can only be one link per timeline, since Link goes back and forth. Unless a different Link enters this timeline. My theory is that Link started the paradox, but it was not Ocarina of Time Link that did this, it was Majora's Mask Link. The young Link in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask is the same person, but from a different timeline. Majora's Mask Link is the one that's slightly older and learns the Song of Storms from an actual source. He learns it from Flat, who is the alternative version of one of the Composer brothers. Link travels through Termina during Majora's Mask, which is said to be a parallel universe where time flows differently. Link directly manipulates time using the Ocarina of Time. He can slow time down, speed it up again, or go back in time to the exact same point in a 3-day cycle. Zelda claims that the Goddess of Time will aid Link during his quest, and this does seem to be the case. I was thinking that, since Termina is heavily influenced by the Goddess of Time, what if Link is sent back to Hyrule by the Goddess herself? What if he's sent back to the point where he had first pulled the Master Sword from the pedestal? This would give Majora's Mask Link enough time to teach Guru the Song of Storms, in hopes that this would help Ocarina of Time Link, so himself pretty much, in his quest. Majora's Mask Link knew what the song was capable of, so anything he would do in the past would affect him, as he is the future version of Ocarina of Time Link. They aren't alternative versions of the same person, they are the same person. To make things a little bit more clear, I have drawn this helpful picture. We start with the beginning of Ocarina of Time, where young Link goes out to meet Princess Zelda. After he does this, and after obtaining the 3 spiritual stones, Link enters the Temple of Time. At this point, neither young Link or Guru have ever heard of the Song of Storms. Young Link then takes the Master Sword and is sealed away for 7 years. At this point, Guru does know the song, but adult Link does not. Guru teaches adult Link the Song of Storms. Adult Link then goes back in time. Now both young Link and adult Link know of the song, but Guru does not. Young Link plays the Song of Storms and teaches Guru how to play it. We know Guru hasn't learned it yet because the well is not drained in the past, but it is in the future. Once Ganondorf is sealed, Zelda decides to send Link back in time before they had met, in order for Link to warn the King of Hyrule of Ganondorf's intentions. Since the king refused to listen to his own daughter, it is likely that Link kept the Triforce of Courage in order to use it as proof that he is the hero. If he didn't have this, the king would likely think he's just some weird kid in a dress and have him thrown out. As Link told the king of what would unfold, the timeline had already split, since the events that would happen in the future are no longer possible. Link then embarks on his journey to find Navi. Link saves Termina and returns to Hyrule. How he got back is unclear, but we know that Skull Kid was able to freely travel between Hyrule and Termina. It's possible that Link was aided once more by the Goddess of Time and sent back to be of service one last time. He was sent back to the point where his younger self first took the Master Sword and was sealed away for 7 years. This gave Majora's Mask Link ample time and freedom to aid himself without accidentally messing up the timeline by there being 2 Links in Hyrule at the same time. The original Ocarina of Time Link is sealed away in the Sacred Realm. Okay, so how is it possible that Majora's Mask Link was able to start a loop, but then have 0 presence in the game itself? The Song of Storms is not necessary to complete Ocarina of Time. Its main use is obtaining the Lens of Truth, which is also optional. It just makes the game easier. We know Majora's Mask Link returns to Hyrule because he becomes an adult, had a family, likely with Malon, and turns into the hero Shade seen in Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess Link is related to Ocarina of Time Link by blood. The first time Link goes into the future, the paradox has already started. It's possible that Ocarina of Time Link essentially erased Majora's Mask Link's influence by starting the loop. Ocarina of Time Link learned the song as an adult, played it as a child, and took over the role Majora's Mask Link originally had. But since Ocarina of Time Link now learns the song before Majora's Mask Link shows up, he completely erases the actions of Majora's Mask Link from the adult Link timeline. Majora's Mask Link no longer has to tamper with time in order to teach his younger self the song, because he already knows it by now, so this part no longer happens in the loop. The Goddess of Time instead sends him back to the point where he should be. This means that to the player, the loop has started the moment you play the game, and it presents itself as a stable time paradox, where Link both learns and teaches the song at the same time. Now, since Majora's Mask Link has been removed from this line of events, the origin of the song has been removed as well, so in the end, no one is responsible for teaching Link the song anymore, it just exists. There's one slight problem though. Link learns multiple songs from Ocarina of Time again in Majora's Mask, such as Epona's song. The game phrases it as not as learning, but as remembering. This also occurs with the Song of Storms, and this makes sense. Link does indeed know the song at that point, as he learned it from himself in the time loop in Ocarina of Time. The start point of the paradox doesn't exist anymore, as the time loop has been established and both Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time play out the way we see it in the game. The most likely reason that Link conveniently forgets all of his song and equipment is simply gameplay related. I'm definitely not an expert on time travel though, so if there are any plot holes in the theory, I'm very sorry. It's a very complex problem and this is the most logical solution I could come up with. Thanks for watching.